Greetings everyone. I'm Neha, your guide into the fascinating world of chemical engineering and nanotechnology, currently working as an assistant professor in JNT Toronto. Today, I'm excited to share my insights and knowledge with you in this online video on biomimetics. So let's embark on this journey of discovery together. Moving on to the next slide. For the next few minutes, I would like to talk about biomimetics, what it is, the idea behind biomimicry. You know, imagine learning from the ultimate design master, our Mother Nature. That's what biomimetics or biomimicry is all about. It's like taking a crash course in innovation from this natural world. From sleek aerodynamics to inspired by the bird wings to the bullet trends to even super strong materials modeled after spider silk. Biomimetics dives into the nature's playbook to tackle our own challenges. So, by mimicking these ancient blueprints, biomimetics aims to create a more precise, sustainable, and natural, imaginative future across various fields of engineering like nanotechnology, architecture, material science, and even in chemical engineering. It's innovation, it's evolution, and inspiration all rolled into one exciting concept called biomimetics. So, what exactly is this biomimetics? Is bio, which means life, and imitate is nothing but mimetics. So, biomimicry is the practicing of imitating life. Nature acts as a model or design here in this biomimicry in our efforts towards addressing the human needs. It is innovation inspired by nature. Human beings, as the Homo sapiens, are intelligent. We have created societies, we have created cities, transport, economics, society. At the same time, we have also created chaos by creating massive sustainability challenges for future generations. So, biomimetics is a way to address these problems by creating products and processes adapted to life on Earth. So, we are actually taking design ideas from nature. So the term biomimetics was coined by Otto H. Smith in 1969. So how all this has started, like we all know, after Big Bang theory of about 4.8 billion years ago, the Earth was evolved, and of around 3.7 to 4.29 billion years ago, as you can see in the picture, the first appearance of life of tiny fossils, which is just half of the width of a human hair and half the millimeter in length. So this has taken place, and of around 3.3 billion years ago, the first single cell life forms have been evolved. And of around 2.1 billion years ago, multicellular life forms have evolved. And after that, different kinds of species have evolved. And around 50,000, 50 lakh years ago, the first aquatic species have evolved, like fish and other aquatic animals. And after that, plants and mammals have been evolved. And just around 2 lakh years ago, we, the Homo sapiens, have evolved, and we are already on the verge of destroying our Mother Nature. हम सबको पता है ना, like we have four categories of industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution was driven by coal and steam power. So due to this, which led to air and water pollution, not only this, it has led to deforestation and environmental degradation. The second industrial revolution, marked by mass production and electricity, it further depleted the resources, these resources, the water and other resources. And the third industrial revolution was introduced, the electronics and automation. It was driven by electronics and automation. And that led to electronic waste and energy consumption concerns. There are a lot of energy consumption concerns then. And now we are in fourth industrial revolution, like industrial revolution 4.0, which is characterized by digitalization and automation. This has also brought its own set of challenges, including electronic waste and potential job displacement. Overall, these industrial revolutions or these revolutions have contributed to climate change, loss of biodiversity, air pollution, water pollution, depletion of resources, and environmental degradation. So there is a serious need for environmentally friendly solutions. We or the result of 3.8 billion years of evolutionary success, and we should act like one. And there were also a lot of slogans going on in our social medias, like humans in COVID period, humans trapped in the nature in plastic, and now it's our karma that nature is trapping the humans in plastic. So there is a need for urgent solutions for human needs. So that's when the biomimetics come into the picture. The idea behind biomimetics is that we are finding the solutions to challenges, large and small, all around us. Think of it like as tapping into the billions of years of evolutionary research and development of our Mother Nature. The notion is simple yet profound. Nature has already solved countless challenges through trial and error and adoption, through research and development. By observing and understanding these solutions, which are all around us, smaller way, we can replicate them to solve our own complex problems. As you can see in these pictures, each picture on these cards represents an animal or plants or nature or a leaf. Scientists and researchers are looking to solve these human problems by inspiring from nature. So can you see the picture here? The butterfly, the nature inspired innovation. Through butterfly wings, they're arranged in like arrays, and digital panels have been discovered from this. And lotus leaves. By replicating the hydrophobic properties of this lotus leaf, researchers and scientists have developed super hydrophobic surfaces which can be coated on like super hydrophobic fabrics, walls, windows, in ship hulls, and a lot more. And Zecophyte, shark skin, which have antibacterial property. And can you see the shape of the ship? It's like eagle. So these are all like the innovations inspired by nature. Let's discover this little more in detail. So hydrophobic fabrics and self-cleaning walls. The lotus flower, as you can see in the picture, even in our Puranas, a lotus flower is said to be a symbol of purity and beauty. It has a secret self-cleaning hack, and it's called the lotus effect. Imagine raindrops dancing on the lotus leaf, as you can see on the image, effortlessly picking up the dirt and grime and dust particles along the way. How does it actually happen? While it actually stays in the mud, right? But it picks up the dirt and dust along with the water, and the leaf will be very clean. That's how we call the lotus flower pure and sacred. So the tiny intricate structures, as you can see in the below picture, on the leaf surface repel water and keep it from settling. This Lotus inspired magic has led to groundbreaking technologies, from self-cleaning windows that scoff at raindrops to fabrics that shrug off coffee spills like they're nothing. So the next time when when you see a lotus, remember that its elegance goes beyond aesthetics. It's a lesson in harnessing nature's genius for our benefit. So can you see the fabric on the right side? The left side t-shirt is a uncoated one, and the right side is the super hydrophobic coated shirt. So that's how it's repelling the dirty water, right? And below in the image, you can see that when we go to microscopic scale, the lotus leaf, although we feel like it is very soft, it is not like that at micro level and nano level. We can observe that on the surface of the leaf, there were tiny microstructures, which gives the lotus leaf a rough surface. And to that microstructures, nano wax crystals have been coated naturally. So that is preventing the debris and dust to stick to the lotus leaf, and it just scoops it up. So the next example is whale tubercles that is inspiring to create an efficient wind turbines. Whale Power Company President Dr. Frankie Fish designed this turbine blade with bumps on the leading edge. हम सबको पता है ना that whales are the heaviest animals or creatures on this planet. The average humpback whale weighs about 36 tons, which is around 33,000 kgs. Yet, it is one of the most graceful swimmers or divers and jumpers in the sea. So it was discovered that their fins having the leading edge bumps called tubercles, which have the ability to reduce drag and increase tilt. So what happens in this is that the tubercles break up the flow of air over the blade surface, I mean the wing surface, reducing the drag and allowing the turbines to generate power even at lower speeds. Such a beautiful innovation. Just like a whale gliding through the water, these wind turbines can harness the principles of nature to produce a cleaner energy. And the early wind tunnel tests of model flippers with tubercles by US Naval Academy showed that wind drag was reversed by 32% and lift was increased by 8%. So applications of this can be utilized in wind turbines, hydroelectric turbines, irrigation pumps, and ventilation fans. This all led to 20% increased efficiency and increase in 8% lift. Such a beautiful innovation. So the next example in our today's video is Shinkansen bullet train. The Shinkansen bullet train is one of the fastest trains in the world. Offering high-speed travel between Japan's metropolitan areas, it used to travel over 200 miles per hour. But every time this train emerged from a tunnel, like inside the tunnel, the air pressure will be different, and outside the tunnel, the pressure will be different. So when it is emerging out from a tunnel, the air pressure changes made a sonic boom, a loud noise, causing people who lived even half to 1 kilometer away can hear this and they complain to the government. And Japan has a strict noise pollution laws. So this has to be solved. The train's chief engineer is a dedicated bird watcher, and he was able to solve this problem just by looking into the nature of close. So let us know how he has solved the problem. So one day, what this chief engineer has did, he's looking into the nature for inspiration, and he observed very interesting thing. He observed that a kingfisher has dived from the air from one medium into water, the other medium, to catch fish and produced almost no splash at all. You can see the picture on the right side. You see the right side picture. There is no splash at all, and it was able to catch fish so effortlessly without splash of water. So by comparing the similar sized birds and animals, he was able to model the front end of the train like shown in the picture above. After the beak of kingfishers resulted in a quieter train. So the kingfisher's beak became the model for the nose cone of Japan's 500 series Shinkansen bullet train. So it not only solved the sound problem, but also was able to use 15% less electricity while traveling 10% faster. By emulating nature, the bullet train designers were able to solve an important sound problem. Our next cutest example of biomimicry is mosquito-inspired microneedles. No one likes injections, right? And no one likes needles. They are big, they are sharp, they are scary. However, we all have to have them at one point or the other in our lives. But what if these needles didn't have to be in this way? The researchers and a professor from Ohio University and Osaka Kansai University are using a mosquito as their inspiration for a new design of needle. This new type of hypodermic needle, which is sharp, which is hollow, which is thin, which is tiny, would make injections a less painful experience to the patients. So the biggest difference between a regular needle and this mosquito-inspired one is the fact that the edge is not smooth. It will be jagged, just like the mosquito's nose. Nose. Yes. While they are such a nuisance, the fact that mosquitoes are able to puncture the skin without causing pain is amazing. They're able to do this because of their use of saliva to numb the feelings. So even in our mosquito-inspired microneedles, it consists of two needles. One needle which numbs the area, just like mimicking the saliva of the mosquito. And the second needle is used to inject the or draw the blood. The first needle would be jagged and would be moved like with more flexibility, and it will have a softer tip towards the needle. And of course, there are still several hurdles to overcome. The needle, when injected, may be brittle and it could break off inside the skin and possibly cause a blood clot. So the research is still going on this. So our next example is termite dens inspired office buildings. Termites are the master builders. Termites are known for constructing intricate mounds that regulate temperature and humidity, providing a stable environment for their colonies. Taking a page from nature's book, architects like Mick Pierce, who is an architect of Eastgate Center in Harare, Zimbabwe, studied the cooling chimneys and tunnels of termite dens. He applied those lessons to the 333,000 square foot Eastgate Center, which uses 90% less energy to heat and even to cool than traditional buildings. This building has large chimneys that naturally draw in cool air at night to lower the temperature of the floor slabs, just like termites. And during the day, these slabs retain the coolness, greatly reducing the need for supplemental AC or air conditioning. So at the start of the day, the building is cool, and during the day, because of the movement of machines, because of the movement of people, uh, we generate a lot of heat. And even because of the day temperatures, heat is absorbed by the fabric of the building, and this fabric of the building which has the high heat capacity so that the temperature inside increases but not greatly. And during the evening, the temperatures outside drop, and that's when the warm internal air is vented through chimneys, assisted by fans, but also raising naturally because it is less dense and drawing in denser, cooler air at the bottom of the building. So overall, it uses 90% less energy to heat and cool compared to traditional buildings. Today's online videos last example of biomimetics is spider silk, nature's incredible super material. Imagine a material so strong that it could catch a falling airplane or even cradle you in the mid-air. Sounds like sci-fi, right? Well, it's not. The spider silk, pound by pound, it's stronger than steel or even Kevlar, yet as delicate as a whisper. Spiders have been spinning this magical thread for millions of years, and scientists are finally catching up. Now you may wonder, if spider silk is so strong, why we can break it with almost no effort? Well, this is because individual spider silk fiber is very thin, typically 1 to 5 micrometers in diameter. If we can make materials like Kevlar or steel this thin, even a small gush of wind could break it off. However, spider silk can not only survive many environmental torments, but also catch up speeding insects and birds that may reach up to its web with speed more than 40 kilometers per hour. In fact, one type of spider in the name of golden silk or weaver spins a silk so strong that it can even catch speeding birds or small snakes. Sounds great, right? Spider silk is well known for its unusual combination of being both lightweight and extremely strong in some cases, even stronger than steel. Based on these extreme qualifications, researchers developed them into several conceptual designs, like spider chairs and spiderweb threads inspired the engineers and architects for the bridge cable systems. And on the right side, you can see that acoustic properties of the spider web. A team of researchers has designed an acoustic metamaterial which was influenced by spiderweb. And this will help to reduce noise pollution. Such a great invention. So how all this works is that spider silk consists of majorly two amino acids, namely alanine and glycine. So one type of these silk proteins named alanine have a structure like corrugated sheet, which allows them to pack up on top of each other into a very rigid block. So this gives the spider silk its strength. And each of this block is in the size range of 20 to 30 nanometers in width and 30 to 40 nanometers in length. The other amino acid, glycine, the major silk protein in spider silk, resembles a structure similar to a flexible spring and attached to the blocks made of alanine in both ends. So this gives the spider silk its flexibility. So when a force is applied, glycine stretches up like a spring, giving elasticity to silk fibers, while rigid blocks, which are structured in corrugated sheet made up of alanine, they give the silk, spider silk its strength. This gives silk fibers best of both worlds. But we only have one problem, that spiders cannot be breeded. Spiders cannot be kept in close quarters and harvested because they eat one another. Thus, the only route to creating quantities of spider silk sufficient for application will be synthetic route. Recently, a synthetic spider silk-like material with properties approaching those of natural spider silk have been created. Because of their high complexity, the silk precursors could not be created by conventional organic synthesis, and thus they were created by expressing two of the dragline silk genes of spider into mammalian goat cells. The resulting soluble recombinant drag-like silk proteins were wet spun into fibers of diameters ranging from 10 to 40 micrometers. After a post-spinning draw, fibers with mechanical properties approaching those of the natural spider silk were obtained. These fibers were highly birefringent, indicating a high degree of chain orientation. Work is now ongoing to build up a herd of transgenic goats that express spider silk proteins and excrete them in their milk, which should result in the production of spider silk protein for manufacturing. This way, we have hundreds of examples from which we can inspire and we can implement to our real life. The nature is giving us all the opportunities to help us in enhancing our environment and way of living. So our responsibility towards the nature is accepting its blessings to improve the design approaches in order to provide the human needs. So nature is a medicine and science. All we have to do is to look into the nature and inspire from it and create solutions out of it. Thank you.